Welcome to part 69 of Persona 5 Royal, and I still hate Morgana. Anyway, I'm forced to go to sleep, much to my utter dismay. There are so many things I could do worry about now. Sleep isn't one of them. But whatever the case, we got a call for Ryuji. And Ryuji went there and called us because he wants to head over to a festival. And needless to say, said festival is probably home to one of the biggest memes of this game. Well, it hasn't been used in a while, but there's still a meme around at least.
Let's turn in for the night.
So for the most part, this is going to be a cutscene where we literally can't avoid. And even though we tried to sleep, still can't avoid it.
What's up? What? Why are you staring at my face?
Ryuji, I have a favor to ask.
A favor? Sure, you need some money for food or something?
Not this time. I've actually been mulling over a new battle tactic for a while now, and I'd like for you to lend a hand in bringing my idea to fruition.
Oh, a new move? That sounds badass. I totally want in.
Well, it's merely a rough idea at this point, but... What do you think?
Wasn't that, like, way more detailed than some rough idea?
Huh, I don't deserve such praise. I would merely prefer to add a splash of beauty to an otherwise barbaric battlefield, so to speak.
Sick! So, all we gotta do now is see how the star reacts to your idea, right?
We should consult Jose about this soon. However, I can feel my appetite growing after describing my idea.
Same here. It's so hot.
It's as if we're walking around in an enormous sauna.
Whose bright idea was it to come here?
Yours.
And just look at that crowd. Smiling faces everywhere you look. With that, let's move right into asking some of the visitors here for their comments.
A TV crew, huh?
We should grab our kebabs and get out of here.
Ah, let's interview those three.
Hey, is she talking about us?
What the?
Yeah. What do we do?
That would just make us appear even more suspicious.
They got us.
Oh, hell. Okay, I'm gonna ham it up and make some real cringy comments so they can't use any of the footage.
Hello. It sure is hot today, huh?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And if it's this hot in July, can you imagine just how insane the weather's gonna be in December?
Anyway, since you're here for the festival, does that mean you and your friends there are meat lovers?
I'd say that we're really lovers of fruit. Oh, and sweets. Sweets are just to die for.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Whew, that was too close.
That was truly cringeworthy. But are you certain that they won't air any of it?
I'm pretty sure she thought there was a broadcast disaster. We ought to be okay.
More important than that, though, it's time to get some meat.
Oh, right, my kebab.
The lines for the food stalls were even more insane than the heat.
Standing around in this sweltering heat was rather trying.
And almost all the good stuff was already sold out.
I didn't even eat breakfast this morning. I'm starting to get lightheaded.
Even still, an occasion like this seems to make everything taste delicious. How mysterious.
Pretty poetic, dude.
Well, we came all the way out here, so we might as well go check that thing out.
What thing?
I heard they're building some kind of huge-ass stadium or something nearby. Wait, is that what it was?
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
A stadium. Well, such buildings often have intriguing architecture. I'd love to see it for personal reference.
Yeah, then come on, let's go. So, that's it? They barely even started?
We seem to be premature spectators.
I guess this is what people call jumping the gum.
Jumping the gun.
There ain't nothing to do here. You wanna go grab a bite somewhere?
Sorry, I'm considering picking up more art supplies. I have a summer assignment to work on. Also, the summer festival drained my coffers. Even if I did grab a bite, all I could order would be water and a hot towel.
Well, in that case, probably ought to just call it quits for today.
Hey, isn't that Yoshizawa? Don't you think she's acting strange? You know, she did mention something about a meet earlier.
Ain't you guys headed home? Huh? Oh, well, see you then.
Yes, catch you later.
Senpai? Yes. Did you come to see the stadium too? Same here. I needed to give myself a pep talk. Sometimes, when things get me down, I come here. Although, that doesn't really answer your question, does it? I know this may get in the way of your plans, but would you be willing to join me for lunch? Whew, that was delicious. I'm always like this after a meet. In all honesty, I'd like to keep going, but any more will end up harming my performance. Simply put, it was a disaster. I've been feeling like I'm getting back into the natural flow of things, thanks to you, Senpai. But when the moment of truth arrived, my body still wouldn't move the way that I wanted it to. Yes, I've really hit a wall with this. Something similar happened to me in middle school, but back then, I had someone by my side that kept me going. I have a younger sister. We promised each other that we'd win international gymnastics competitions together, but this spring, she died in an accident. I promised her we'd take the gold for our routines across the world. But I can't stop worrying about my lack of improvement lately. I've really been throwing myself into practice, but I wonder if even that won't be enough. Senpai, thank you for being so thoughtful. You just keep on rescuing me, don't you? Okay, no more brooding. There are still more meets left this year. I'm going to start from scratch and train as hard as I can. Thank you so much for listening to all that. Now I feel like I've been recharged. Mind, body, and spirit. Well, at least my mind and spirit are recharged. The best way to stave off hunger is with some vigorous activity. I'm going to jog home. Take care.
Get used to that stadium, folks. We'll be seeing it again and again. Oh, I promise you we will. But, as far as for what's going on, I should just say that we are getting closer and closer to starting the next arc. On top of the fact that Ryuji and Yusuke both have a showtime, and seeing as how this is like Yusuke's first showtime, at least if he's in the party or in the back row and Ryuji's in the party, you have 2 showtimes to choose from at least. And unfortunately, Ryuji's idiotic plan to try to say some random cringeworthy bullshit so that the media would edit it out ends up backfiring, because the media ends up posting it, because it's the media. What did you expect? Mishima happened to find out is trying to berate you because nobody took him. I mean, people kind of made this guy a non-issue, to be honest. Look on the bright side, at least we got a photo of us. And by the way, all the photos that we have of all the times we spend with friends is all going to show up in the Thieves' Den. So yeah, there's that. And I do believe we can... You know what, let's just go after Yoshida, because we should be halfway done with him by now. I mean, I wanted to deal with Mishima, but I want to try to get Yoshida as close to done as humanly possible, because he's another one that if I don't max him out then, I'm not going to max him out now. Well, I haven't maxed him out yet. I've pretty much got him halfway done. And in this confidant rank, Torinosuke is going to find out the hard way that the guy who brought him into politics is literally in the hospital. And Torinosuke is trying his hardest to not only win the election to get back into the Diet, but more importantly, he's trying to win the people's hearts over. I mean, not just out of guilt, but he also did it out of a sense of duty. Because considering who's running for Prime Minister right now, I don't blame him for trying to make sure that that guy doesn't become Prime Minister. And by that guy, I'm pretty sure everybody already knows, Masayoshi Shido. And believe it or not, he's not the only person trying to run for Prime Minister. Namatame, of all people, was trying to run as well. And I think there's a slight mention of him in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Or did they probably cut that out too? I don't remember that part. But I do... No, wait, no. They didn't cut it out. He's actually been televised on the TV trying to run against not only Torinosuke, but also trying to run against Shido, and he ended up coming in 3rd place. But yeah, Namatame went from being a murder suspect to being one of 3 of the most popular guys in Japan. And by the way, this is the guy that informs Yoshida that Kuramoto is in the hospital. And for those who don't know who Kuramoto is, he brought a bunch of young upstart politicians in his wing, let them do what they want, and then exposed them when they started giving him too much problems, and more importantly, started giving him way too much heat for their, well, out of control actions. So, with that said, we managed to get Sun at level 5. That is great.
Well then.
Now then, we just need 5 more levels and we're good to go. So, for the most part, at least Kasumi ended up making it home in time for curfew. At least that's a good thing. Granted, our troubles are only beginning because it is time for the Fireworks Festival. And yes, we'll actually go to the Fireworks Festival. Unlike that one Itchy and Scratchy episode where Poochie was introducing himself throughout the entirety of the goddamn cartoon. That was a funny episode. The Simpsons just fell off after season 20. That's just my opinion. 28 seasons will do that to you. And the guy who used to play as Apu quit? Yeah, that would definitely take the wind out of your sails. With that said, we got a cutscene.
Right when we were just about to leave, too. Who is it? What could he mean by an insane group? Let's think about this after we get back. We don't have much time, so let's get going. Damn, it's so hot. The holiday means it's as crowded on here as it is for morning rush hour. Wait, so all these people are going to the fireworks festival? Ugh, this should be fun.
You know, I could have been reading, but unfortunately no. I can't for some reason. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's so hot.
I feel like I'm being baked.
Those girls are way too late.
It must be taking time for them to put on the yukata. Why aren't you two wearing one?
I got clothes like yukata. Man, you look way too normal in that.
People often say that to me.
Oh, by the way, the exams.
I bet you got a big fat F on them.
Shut up! We don't know that yet.
Are you going to the fireworks festival?
That's right.
Us too! Wanna go together?
Are we getting hit on?
Come on, let's go together.
Do you happen to be a model? You look great in that yukata.
Waiting around's a pain, so can we just go with these chicks? We'll both apologize to the others later.
That's enough. You're disgracing your yukata. You should be more aware of your womanhood.
How could you?
Why don't you go after them then?
So those are the kinds of girls you like, Ryuji.
Well, no, that's...
You know, Yusuke's such a pretty boy, but he is really missing out because of what he says.
I guess. But he's more likable since he stays true to his ideals. Definitely more than somebody I know.
I heard that Ryuji's pretty much failed his exams.
Oh?
Mona, you little...
Hey, it's gonna get crowded if we don't get going.
Agreed.
But, man, you both look amazing in yukata. Talk about Japanese beauty.
Started already.
Looks like you need help.
Then why don't you go buy me a towel already, huh?
We're just trying to get out of the rain, but look how crowded it is.
I guess everyone had the same idea. What's up?
I think I just saw someone I know.
You mean the girl in that black car?
Well, she's got a ride. Oh, time to show your skills, Mona. We need you as a car.
It's not possible in the real world.
My feet hurt, it's cold, the festival's been canceled. This sucks.
We made such a commotion with the public, and this is what we get? Lame. Aren't heroes that lurk in the shadows boring? So that's what makes us cool? To be honest, I'm not a fan. I want to change the world with a loud bang, like a huge firework. Then again, we aren't gonna find someone bigger than Kanashiro that easily.
The rain is letting up. Though it's regrettable, we should go our separate ways for today.
Yeah, let's go home.
So you won't tell me, no matter what.
I have nothing more to say to you about that.
I see. In that case, I have ways of making you talk.
Huh? What's that supposed to...
Thanks for the drink.
Hey, we're not done here yet! It's nothing. It's past closing time. Clean up the place.
Regrettably, the cause behind the recent psychotic breakdown incidents is still unknown. On to other news. The international hacktivist group Megid has released a statement to the Phantom Thieves. These are the details of the message that are posted on Megid's website. To the Phantom Thieves causing an uproar in Japan. Do not speak of your false justice. We do not need the spread of such falsehood. We are the true executors of justice.
Phantom Thieves again?
However, we are magnanimous. We will give you an opportunity to repent your ways. If you agree to a change of heart, we will accept you as our own. If you reject our offer, the hammer of justice will find you.
Justice, huh?
We are Megid. We are unseen. We will eliminate evil. Akechi-san, why do you think this announcement was made at this time?
I don't know the details, but there's no doubt that they were provoked by the Phantom Thieves. Whether it's a sense of rivalry or a simple attention grab, given the recent trends, I cannot say. Regardless, it's quite a nuisance.
A nuisance?
Both Megid and the Phantom Thieves are nothing more than groups that uphold an egoistic justice.
What a stupid thing they're getting riled up on. Phantom Thieves, huh? What in the world are they? You know about them? I'm the one asking you. Don't return a question with another question. Well, it's about time I go home. Make sure you lock the place up. Also, about the stuff in the fridge. Well, I guess it's fine. Just don't use too much of it.
It's possible that more people like these will continue to appear due to their influence. In that respect, the Phantom Thieves face a very serious crime.
You know, in hindsight, I shouldn't have lied to the boss's face. I don't think they'll bring that up, because that would mean that Persona 5 Royal would actually be a good game that respects canon. But alas, it isn't. So, on that note, it is time for us to prepare because, let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, we pretty much had the festival, I guess. So now, these guys know about the insane group Mishima was talking about, which is Medjed. And for those who aren't too keen, they're practically anonymous. They literally made Anonymous an internet meme now. And that's basically what it is. A giant scare tactic that ended up becoming an internet meme beyond all recognition. I mean, meme, yes, but it's still real of a threat. And said meme is literally anonymous. So, yeah, there is that. Needless to say, the path to the fourth palace is about to be unlocked.
A world-class target, huh? If we can change Medjed's heart, it'll most definitely affect Mementos.
To be fair, they're not wrong about the whole changing Medjed's heart thing. Thing is, these guys may be a little bit too complicated for the Phantom Thieves because they also got their mind on something else. On and Makoto in Yukatas. I'm pretty sure they're actually celebrating right now that they managed to get that picture. But that's not the point. Point of the matter is, things are going to get a lot more uglier. Because we are about to open up the next palace. This is RVMan985. Thanks for sticking with me and watching. And I will see you next time in part 70.